Yes, the Kolkata High Court that has termed the incident of the killing of the trainee doctor as gruesome. In fact, they've also pulled up the West Bengal government. This as Republic has been able to access the details of the postmortem report where concerns were raised about the stability and effectiveness of the special investigation team. The court has questioned how issues would be managed if there were delays or complications and asked who was heading the SIT. The state revealed that an assistant commissioner of police was supervising the SIT, but concerns were voiced about potential transfers. The court suggested that the principal or leading figure should be placed on long leave to ensure the SIT functions properly, warning of possible orders if stability could not be assured. The Kolkata High Court pulling up the state government on why no assurance has been given to doctors, and also the fact that the principal of the Arjikar College was reinstated within 4 hours after he was asked to leave. Here you see on your screens where protests are taking place across the country. This as gruesome details that have come out of the post-mortem report that reveal how the victim was injured and violently attacked. Not just that, her vagina was heavily bleeding, her eyes were bleeding when the body was found, and 151 grams of fluid that has been recovered, where there have been severe injuries on the face, forehead and the back of her head. The postmortem report also reveals that she died due to suffocation. In fact, my colleague Mayuk may join us from Republic Bangla as we will put out details of what has been stated in that post-mortem report. This is, we also understand that the TMC government is having to face massive embarrassment over not being able to take control of the situation. Doctors have taken to the streets across Kolkata where they demand justice for Abhaya. They say this could happen to anyone. They say when your own workplace is not safe, then which place could be? This as we understand that there were no CCTV cameras that were installed, and the safety of doctors, that is largely the question that is being asked. The Resident Doctors Association also not being able to make headway with for the first round of talks with the Home Ministry. Now let me cut across to Dr. Roshan Krishnan, who's the chairman of FEMA, joining us on the broadcast. So good afternoon to you, doctor. And even as we stay with those pictures of widespread protests, doctors up in arms against the authorities for not being able to serve justice to Abhaya till now, what is the primary concern, this especially as fears loom large of the details that have emerged in the post-mortem report?
Primary concern is that we have lost faith in the system. The state government initially tried to cover up the whole incident by making it like a suicide. When protest happened, then post-mortem was done. And usually in such cases, the viscera of the organs of the postmortem, after the postmortem is saved. We have no idea till date that whether it is being saved or not. There was a hurry in burying the body. There should have not been done. And when the principal was made to resign on our pressure, after 4-5 hours, the principal was appointed to a new college. So I think that we don't believe in the system which is going on there. When a parent calls your ward and hears that the daughter has reached the hospital from her home, they feel safe that now she has reached the hospital, now nothing can happen to her, now she is okay, she is well. That is why any parents allow their children to do 24 hours continuous duty and 36 hours continuous duty. What has happened is a shame to the democracy of this country and a shame to the humanity. After reading the post-mortem reports, we were in our tears. It is a case of Nirbhaya Part 2. Until date, no further concrete arrest has been made, no concrete demands have been met.
Completely agree with you, and which is why I want to ask you, How do you plan to take this forward? We just heard how the Kolkata High Court has pulled up the TMC government, saying that no assurance have been given to the doctors, also raising concerns over the SIT, and most importantly, calling the case gruesome. Even the point that you mentioned of how the principal was reinstated within 4 hours was something that was observed by the Kolkata High Court. What is going to be your next step?
See, right now, Pharma Doctors Association has called for a pan-India strike. We have got massive support from the resident doctors throughout the country. Almost all the state colleges, who are the state government colleges, are with us, including institutes of national importance such as AIIMS New Delhi, JIPMER Pondicherry, AIIMS Patna, PGIMER Chandigarh, and we have shut down the elective and OPD services till now. And if the demands are not met in a fast-track manner, we will be forced to shut down the emergency services. We don't want to do that because it will hamper the patient in a very gruesome and bad way. But right now, we are in a situation that if the central government and the state government do not support us, we are feeling lonely and alone. When the Central Protection Act for healthcare workers could have been brought during the COVID times, then why it cannot be enacted in the parliament? It is being due from quite a long time now, and it is right now. It is the time and to take action. And we are not going to stay silent and see what has happened to this girl in a government hospital during duty hours. With no management from the part of principal, directors or health secretary. I'm not going to leave the ISN officials. Why there was no CCTV camera, no security, no separate DDR for doctors, no female washroom. How can you imagine someone to work in a 36 hours? It is absolute nonsense which has happened in West Bengal, and it is the most shameful thing which being a lady chief minister, Mamata Banerjee, should see that this is an embarrassment to the state government in the highest level, because this is something which has never been heard before, never been seen before, and I think that humanity has taken a step down today because of this incident which has happened.